Greetings, lovely people, and welcome to a reaction to both the teaser and first official trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This is the second Blumhouse film for Five Nights at Freddy's, and I was a huge fan of the first one, so this is definitely going to be something worth checking out in my opinion. And yeah, with it being the first trailer, we do know that it's going to be coming out in December 5th specifically, and yeah, I'm pretty excited, so let's just get into it and check it out. Watch the rain as it's falling down. Okay, let's go and start with the teaser. Okay. I will, of course, come back to it after.
Welcome back.
Okay, was that Springtrap? Not Springtrap. Funtime Foxy? A little like Foxy, at least. Oh, is it a different cast? Oh, no, it is the same people.
Where?
Okay.
Everywhere.
Oh, it is the toys. We are actually getting the toy animatronics. Funtime Foxy was there, or it might be Mangle, technically. Okay. Balloon Boy was there. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Getting a proper taste of the animatronics there. I'm going to just put it down to 0.5 speed with no sound, and we're going to run through that again. That is the wrong direction. We're going to run through that again without sound. And yes, just see if we can catch anything. I will pause as I go, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so yeah, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. This is the original location, I believe. Get ready to rock. Fair enough, with the traditional cast. Fair enough. And yeah, oh, this is an endoskeleton. It isn't even Foxy. I thought it was Foxy. But this is just Endo. Okay. Fair enough. You got the rotting teeth. That is awful. The eyes are very clean, though. Interesting. Yeah, lighting up. So the endoskeleton's actually coming to life. Which, yeah, very much a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 thing is having the endoskeleton be its own separate entity. Blumhouse, of course. Okay. Yeah, other than, unfortunately, I do not remember the character names. But other than the main guy, I don't know if we've actually got a full returning cast or not. I'm not actually sure, based on, like, just recognition, because it has been a little while since I've seen the first Five Nights at Freddy's film. I'm not completely sure if it is a full returning cast or just the main guy. Yeah, we've got a little spinning wheel here with some of the classic Five Nights at Freddy's characters on it. Okay. Reflection of Five Nights at Freddy's. That's the place from the first film, I believe. Maybe not. The fact there's water here, maybe it's a different location, but it looks the same to me, at least initial impression. I'm not sure. Is this the same? Is this the sister? I don't think it is it? I may be wrong. I don't know. Obviously, she'll have, like, aged up a little bit since the first film, so it might be just that I don't recognize her because she looks, you know, slightly older, like 2-3 years older or whatever. But I'm not sure if that's the same person or not. This December, which we already know it's December 5th. Gone to fix my friends, so that is presumably from the sister. I would assume. I can't say for sure, but that very much seems the case. Yeah, Schmidt, or whatever his name is, I don't know. Is that the cop from the first film? Once again, I'm bad with faces sometimes. There's certain actors that I can just recognize. I'm not sure. Like, the hair's definitely different. If not, it's a completely different person. I actually don't know. But yeah, either way, we've got. Is that Toy Bonnie? I think that's Toy Bonnie. The blue with the green eyes. I believe that's Bonnie, especially the what looks like book teeth. I'm gonna assume that's Toy Bonnie. Okay, we've got power being turned on, presumably at a Five Nights location, potentially by Afton himself. I wonder who this is supposed to be, if anyone. But yeah, seemingly a new character there. And well, I mean, presumably we see him die here. This appears to be, based on the blue, it appears to be Bonnie, but I'm not actually certain. Do we actually see? No, it's Chica. Okay, you can see the yellow come through the door, so it is Toy Chica, this one. Okay. So that's both Bonnie and Chica definitely in here, and obviously we see Freddy later. Mangle there. I'm gonna call it Mangle, even though it's technically Funtime Foxy, but like Funtime Foxy technically isn't in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 the game. So, but yeah, Chica's feet, Toy Chica, of course. Yeah, Mangle, and it looks like Endo as well. The Mangle does have multiple endoskeletons, so it might just be that they are like really leaning into there being multiple endoskeletons combined for Mangle, which would make sense. But yeah, obviously Mangle is a Funtime Foxy that is just heavily damaged and mangled together with other haunted animatronics. So yeah, one of my favorite characters. I love Mangle, love Funtime Foxy. The aesthetic of Foxy in general is great, but the Funtime version, the white and pink, lovely. I love it so much. Yeah. I think, yeah, this is our cast from last film. They just look a little bit different. Obviously, he looks the exact same, but, like, yeah, those two look a bit different. Like, not unrecognizable. Like, I could kind of tell it was them, but it's just, yeah, time changes people. Like, and clearly, like, the makeup department and stuff have done a slightly different thing with their looks and stuff. Yeah, Chica lifting up the garage door there. We've got Bonnie again. Got people being attacked, presumably by the animatronics. Potentially Afton there in the hallway. Is that Afton? It's hard to tell based on the build. I'm not completely certain, but yeah, still Shaggy in the flesh potentially. Yeah, it's definitely her. With her hair up, actually, it's a bit more blatant with the gun and everything. Yeah, we've got Balloon Boy, which good to see another one of the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 original characters. Chica picking up a knife, Endo pulling someone up. What's that hitting through? Is that Endo as well? Is that Endo or Mangle? They can look similar unless you can see the actual Funtime Foxy, like, plating. So, very similar there, but yeah. A lot of people just getting attacked and stuff. Pretty standard stuff, really, for Five Nights at Freddy's. We've got screaming. There's not much. It's obviously the teaser. There's not much to go off, but yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. There we go. And there's nothing else. It's just the fact that it's December 5th. Yeah, just the Freddy. Which was pretty good. We've also got... This is clearly some sort of Five Nights at Freddy's like convention or festival or carnival or something going on. Because a lot of people like dressed up as different animatronics. But yeah, big ol' toy Freddy there. Very nice. Okay, that's really everything for the teaser. So let's jump in and check out the full trailer. Okay, time for the trailer. Let's jump in. Once again, I will go through it fully, and then we'll come back and actually go through like frame by frame pause and everything like that. Okay, already has that horror vibe.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Oh, it's a new location.
Not the Freddy's I remember.
Okay.
Franchise location.
Interesting.
This is the original.
Oh.
Nobody's been here for decades.
Oh, that's creepy. With Balloon Boy there.
Got murdered here.
The toy animatronics. Oh, Puppet on show.
Did you guys hear that?
Music box. That's a sign of Puppet being in action. Oh, don't open the present. That's gonna have the puppet in it, isn't it? Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. More of this this carnival here.
Being normal.
I think we've come pretty far, considering what we've been through.
Oh, flashbacks to the first
Some
one.
days she's good. Some days she misses her friends.
It's so weird having like the little figurines of
Sorry, you're
like
gonna
Chica and
fix
stuff.
these animatronics. It's only giving her false hope.
Can any of you hear me?
It's very interesting because obviously like Freddy Fazbear's has like a lot of weird things like the fact it has like merchandise and everything because it is like a real place in this world. Like it's so odd seeing so much stuff Toy Chica in the flesh, in the plastic, I suppose. Yeah, definitely Endo. Definitely Endo.
They're out
Okay.
Where?
The hands are very creepy. The elongated hands.
there, everywhere.
There's a Bonnie there. Puppet in the background, I think.
Where are you
Toy Freddy. Okay, so it is Mangle on the roof there. Okay. Okay. That's the laugh of the puppet.
There's no way that'll work.
That is crazy. Oh, he's gonna put the mask on. Oh, we've actually got the nightmare animatronics as well. Okay. Okay. We love that. Right, let's get ourselves 0.5 speed. We'll go back through. No sound. Okay, right. So what it seems like the inciting incident is going to be that some, journalists or vloggers or something are checking out the original Freddy Fazbear's location, apparently, which is pretty cool to be actually going back. That isn't the location for the game, I don't believe. I don't think it's the original, is it? Unless I'm misremembering. I don't think Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is the original location. Yeah, we've got a lot of puppet masks. Like, there is so many references to the puppet in this. That is crazy. Yeah, another balloon boy. Obviously, this one's just a statue rather than being an actual animatronic, but that is still creepy as all hell. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, balloon boy definitely getting featured. That is like a very SpongeBob like boat, isn't it? Like, that looks like the kind of thing that like when you buy a SpongeBob themed fish tank decoration. That's very much what it feels like. I guess like the aesthetics do kind of line up with that. But yeah, the toy animatronics. So we've got Chica, Freddy, and Bonnie, I think, is on the left there. Is it Bonnie? It's blue. It doesn't look like Bonnie. Is that? Oh boy. The other fox that isn't Foxy. I think it is Bonnie. I'm going to stick with Bonnie, but like it's possible because there's one from a future game that is a different toy version of Foxy that's blue. It has a different name. I just don't remember off the top of my head. It's from like FNAF World maybe or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, Chica, Freddy, and presumably Bonnie. Okay. Oh, they look so good. I am a firm believer that the toy animatronics look so much better than the traditional like cloth animatronics. That's just my personal preference, but I think they just aesthetically look so much better. Got the worn out Freddy face carpet. Yeah, another puppet reference. We got Freddy, obviously. More Freddys. Yeah, the puppet is definitely going to be a major component of this film. I can already tell. With all the puppet imagery everywhere, like in this cave, just all the masks everywhere. This is presumably some sort of like attraction, like a ride through the building, which I'm sure will have some fun elements relating to it. Okay. So I do wonder if the majority of this film, or like the first act, whoever, is just going to be following these people, or if it's going to be like the first 5 minutes. Because that's really it's one or the other. It's either going to be like we follow them for a very long time, and only after, we've followed them for, 40 minutes of the film, do they all die and then we follow our main cast, or like these are the opening few minutes of the film and like they all get killed instantly and that's what sets off the chain of events for the rest of the film. Very interested to see what happens with that. Got almost like a vault vibe down here, like a prison vibe almost. We got all the different cogs and stuff. Obviously see them turning in a moment, don't we, for the present to open, yeah. It almost looks like bike chains and stuff. It's not like... It doesn't look very properly industrial. It looks like very man-made. Like, very, cobbled together, which is kind of odd. But yeah, the present will be the puppet, I think. The chances are pretty high, I'd say, on that one. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking that's probably the first, 5 minutes. Realistically. Yeah, we've got, so yeah, once again, Freddy, Cupcake, Bonnie, and Foxy and Chica. So yeah, it just seems to be the standard variety of characters there. Okay. Returning to our cast from the first film, which makes a lot of sense. Like it makes sense to keep them around as long as they're alive. This is from the first film, obviously. Okay. Is that? Yeah, that is Afton, right? Yeah, that's the rotten up golden Bonnie suit. Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, they're trying to get back to normal life, it seems. This is very interesting with the like the Meccano almost, but like it's being built into. I assume it's the Chica we see in a little bit. Yeah, I assume it's this, right? So very interesting. This is like an animatronic toy. Kind of weird in my opinion, but I'm sure that's going to be an actual thing you can buy, or if it isn't already, very shortly. Very interesting. This is such a random thing. Doesn't Chica's head look like an apple? Like, ignore the beak. Doesn't it look like an apple? Just a random thought there, but yeah, we've got more of the drawings of the different animatronics. So, not much has changed. We've got more flashbacks to the original cast from the first film. Okay. I'm very curious what the, what's going to actually happen in terms of, is she just going to run away? She's obviously talking to, or trying to talk to, the classic animatronics using this, Fazbear walkie-talkie. A little fish tank in the background. Yeah, it seems that, like, while they're all trying to move on, like, they are struggling, the Faz Talker, it is a toy animatronic as well, which is interesting. It's not, like, it's not designed to look like the classic plush design for them. It is, like, the toy style, which is interesting enough in itself. But yeah, I'm assuming what's going to happen is the toy animatronics are going to bring her in using this. Like, it's not going to be the original animatronics, it's going to be these toy animatronics, and that's why we see Chica later. The helpers thing is very, it's a common trope, to be fair. We'll show you. Okay. And yeah, so then we come across Toy Chica. I'm not loving this. To be fair, it doesn't help that my mind's eye tells me that this should not have should not have a beak. Like, Toy Chica shouldn't have a beak when moving, and it's because of the weird glitch in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the video game. She loses her beak when she attacks, and it just makes it look weird. I can't get over, like, she looks odd when she has her beak to me. And it's just because of that glitch in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, even though it's like, it is technically canon now. Yeah. Interesting. The fact that... It implies... Okay, so this is one of the vloggers. It implies that it's not actually the sister seeing Chica, but actually him. I may be wrong there, but that seems to kind of line up. Yeah, this is interesting. So I'm assuming this is going to be the Endo rather than Mangle. Though it is very long for Endo. Honestly, it might be that every time we see an endoskeleton, it's actually just Mangle. And I'm just assuming it's Mangle because... assuming it's Endo because we saw Endo in the teaser. Because he is damaged in the... so that's Endo. That's definitely Endo, because you can tell there isn't the... there isn't any of the Foxy shell. But yeah, so... obviously, all the vloggers or whatever are going to get attacked. That's Chica going upstairs. This is interesting. I think this must be the puppet, right? Like, I initially thought this was going to be Endo, but Endo doesn't seem to have hands. Or Mangle, for that matter. Don't seem to have hands. This is definitely puppet. If I was to guess, I think this is going to be puppet. Which is terrifying. Yeah, Robot Chica just being able to lift up the garage door. Okay. What else are we going to get from this? That's Bonnie, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there's going to be... okay, yes. That's a proper view of the puppet. Obviously, out of focus, but that is... oh, that is terrifying. I love that. That is an amazing look. Okay. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with the puppet. The puppet is such an interesting element of the Five Nights games that, like, doesn't really get explored that much. I wonder if they're going to add a lot of lore to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how they actually animate that and stuff. Yeah, we've got Bonnie grabbing a knife. So yeah, definitely some sort of convention. We've got Foxy, we've got Bonnie, we've got a lot of Bonnies, actually. We saw some Chicas as well. I think that's what the yellow is in the background. Yeah, definitely some sort of Five Nights at Freddy's festival or convention or whatever else. So it being outside and at night, I'd assume it's some sort of fair rather than like a carnival or whatever, rather than being anything more than that. But yeah, very interesting. Like everyone's just kind of like, oh wow, look at that. It's it's a toy animatronic walking around. Like they're just assuming, it's some like suit or I guess technically they are suits, but yeah, definitely interesting reaction there. That's gonna be Balloon Boy, definitely with the propeller hat. Okay, that's a good shot of Mangle there. So yeah, Mangle definitely at least 3 heads. The one that has the mask, one there with 1 eye, and then there's another one just below, like in the torso area, that has 2 eyes. A lot of limbs, so that's normal for Mangle. Okay. Yeah, so Afton is going to be back, because that's definitely Golden Bonnie. Is it a toy Golden Bonnie? That's not a thing, is it? That's what it looks like. It might just be a ghost, it might be a vision, which would make a lot of sense. Oh no, that is definitely... These might all just be hallucinations, but that is definitely classic Golden Bonnie. So yeah, purple guy, back in action. Crazy, okay. That's definitely classic... Oh no, that made me that's Nightmare Foxy. See how rotten he is? That's Nightmare Foxy. Crazy, okay. Obviously, we saw that shot before with Toy Chica. Fair enough, okay. I'm just waiting. I just need to see the Nightmare animatronics, and then I'll be in a good state to. Yeah, so the office is actually laid out exactly the same with the opening, like no door. They have gone above and beyond for like recreating the game. That is kind of crazy, and yeah, the idea of having the Freddy mask as like a way of hiding, because that is obviously a mechanic in the game. Yeah, so is that Nightmare Chica? That is Nightmare Chica. That is very much CGI, which is a shame because a lot of them have been physical effects. Another puppet reference. Yeah, that is horrific though. Yeah, the Nightmare animatronics are absolutely terrifying. Oh boy, look at the like multiple sets of teeth and everything. The Nightmare animatronics are terrifying, but yeah, what was the other one? Yeah, there we go. We see Nightmare Bonnie as well. Missing the entire face. That is crazy. I'm looking forward to this. I really am. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Okay. As I say, I really liked the first one. The first one was a really good movie in my opinion. One of the best video game movies especially. I'm very much looking forward to this. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So, there we go. That is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. With the toy animatronics and the Nightmare animatronics. We've got Mangle. We got all the greats. It's gotta be said. But yeah, that is crazy. I'm really looking forward to this now. December 5th, not too far away, realistically, only a few months. And yeah, that is really everything for this video at least. So yeah. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new, and ring that bell so you don't miss upload. Otherwise, comment below your thoughts and feelings on Five Nights at Freddy's 2 with the teaser and the trailer. And I'll see you next time. Bye!
It's been a long week. I feel like I could use a vacation. I can hardly think. It's like the worst